total death and rebirth, a return to innocence, a journey that often begins with a certain amount of naivety. This soon dissipates when the heart calls us home to what is real. We are taken into the underworld of our own being, swallowed whole, spit back out, tumbling onto the path ahead. It becomes quite the journey, sacred and holy, where we are divinely held throughout, guided and initiated by all that lies within. We discover our spiritual essence, our sacred wisdom. It becomes what we are as we remember and reclaim. It is a love breathing life into every part of our lives. If we want to feel the truth of our being, we take the journey. We dare to live it. We stop waiting for a savior. We stop trying to be everyone else's savior. We begin to dismantle the stranglehold that has felt so suffocating and limiting to our divine human expression and expansion. We start to see that the one we have been seeking is and always has been right inside of us, waiting for us to see the fullness of who we are, what we are, our potential to become. It is time to breathe life into the parts of you that scare you, to really be with anything that makes you feel less than, unworthy, to soothe and feel what hurts, to listen to that which sometimes makes us feel like we want to die, to dare to live ourselves and let go into surrender, into the parts that aren't working, that are breaking down, that feel defensive, that are contracting in fear, possibly repulsion. This is the way through and into a newborn version of humanity. A world, a rebirth into love that loves all, that loves you, that loves me, as we are, holy and enough. We become older, wiser, much more in tune, sacredly attuned to the mystery. We begin to taste a sweet surrender, birth and acceptance. We begin to meet a kinder patience that is birthed through compassion. We reclaim the love that is forever present, omnipresent. We become fully aligned to the breath of life that sustains us and loves us when we struggle to find it on the inside. This love holds the torch. It becomes a way home, a beacon. Even if dimly lit, it is present, especially when it is dark, scary, depressing, lonely, shame-filled, angry, afraid, or whatever else it may be. We will be asked time again, can you love and be with yourself here? Can you hold yourself when you're crumbling in pain and shame? Can you feel the presence of love? Can you dare let someone see you there? Can you let them love and hold you? So many of us want the shortcuts, the quick fix, the one-stop fix-all workshop, the transcendent meditation, the circle, the new mainstream or not so mainstream fad to better health and well-being. There are few who haven't tried a way out before they've walked through their own holy hellfires. It doesn't work like that. It never has. I see false lighters everywhere desperately trying to hold and mould the light, whilst they run in fear of the dark, often their own. I feel it, I see it. I ran too for a time. I feel the Divine Mother rise up in me and want to take them into her tender heart, into their pain, their shame, and all that twists and contorts them in every which direction, knowing that this is where the light is born. No one can take us there. We must choose the path. No matter how glossy or glittery or full of light an activation or an offering may seem, nothing can hold you back from the deep internal waters that must be swam through if you are to taste the truth of real freedom within. This is not spoken enough. It becomes too much for many. We become ungrounded in our healing processes. We be unable to be with ourselves. We turn against ourselves. We put on a smile. We forget. Let us know that this sacred initiation we are invited to partake in at this time on our planet is a constant journey into the many entanglements presented along the way that distract, distort, and pull us away from the essence that lies within. We will be called upon to assist and help. We will have to learn quickly that our spiritual essence is not to be bought or sold in a pretty package or program. We must know deep within our soul's work is not a business as usual contract. It is a calling. It is a passion. It is who we are. We will need to learn how to discern where and to whom we take our services. We will need to understand how to become responsible for our own energy and how to unify our vibration with creation. Revelations will show us where the psychic hooks have taken hold and where our newfound, heightened intuition can guide us through the healing processes to heal from these unconscious holdings. We will release our psyche from the shadows of our own savior complexes. We will be moving through the false prophet era versus the truth energy. We'll begin to recognize and see where we have participated with and worked with false light and not true light. We will atone. We will remember. This unraveling will show us where we have codependent patterns. It will give us glimpses into our own inner narcissistic tendencies and empathetic traits. We will see the world over how these experiences have infused us continuously, entangling us with unhealthy relationships, within unhealthy relationships, unconscious, in continuous drama loops where we cause harm. This is where this work, this initiation, this process, this evolution is taking each of us if we dare to really live it and get to know thyself. Some of us are here to transmute the collective and inner shadow material within our psyches. It's not for everyone. I get that. Some of us are here to empower people to wake up from our sleepy delusions. Some of us will never wake up, happy to sleep, to stay where we are. We will meet those of us who have a sword of truth that cuts through all of the toxic bullshit quicker than most can blink an eye, and those with hearts of compassion that can meet the darkest of dark and still be loving, see love, and know that love is what calls us home. We are all well made and miraculously fit and able for this human life and all that it brings. This soul unraveling is a lifetime or many lifetimes of disciplined commitment for the evolution of our species. If you have felt the call into this work, know that there are many false prophets, false light distractions, misguided teachers, distortions, and clever entrapments to disillusion you even further and take you away from the inner heart gnosis that truly matters, that is yours. And many of this lies within you, not outside of you, as many have come to believe. So spiritual path seekers, if this is a new path for you, stay strong, stay true, be brave, seek trusted mentorship and friendships that can hold you in the times you cannot hold yourself. If it's not, and you have been here for a while, I appreciate you knowing the journey you've taken thus far. This journey is not for the faint of heart. It is not a fad. It is not a new age hippie cool path. It is not easy. It is not about being vegan or having the perfected yoga body practice. It is not about being a sultry priestess. It is not about wearing a veil and painting your body to look the part. It is not about following the on-trend mainstream leaderships and being woke as fuck. It is not about having a cool following to bolster our egos. It is radical and evolutionary and divinely orchestrated so we can find our way home. Because let's be honest, we have more than lost our way here on this planet. We are weary from surviving, and so many are ready to start to thrive. It is not only time to wake up, it is time to get real about what it takes to make sure that we are all in this together. Return to innocence. Genevieve.